Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Scentrovert. Today we're gonna do a first impressions fragrance, first impressions of 4 different scents. I'm gonna try and go through these as quickly or as best as I can. I don't have like structured notes for this video, so let's just get right into it. The first fragrance. Okay, the first fragrance, we'll just start with DUNHILL Century. Okay, so let's go quickly through the presentation. Then we'll just talk about the smell and perhaps maybe what each of these scents I compare to for our first impressions. I was able to wear these 4 scents maybe once or twice on skin, and then as well as, sprayed it on fabric as well, or tissue paper or paper. So it's just a first impressions. This is not an in-depth review, okay? Just want to make that very clear. This is a first impressions video. Don't take the opinion that is given in these videos and then go and blind buy these scents. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Always sample or try and test before buying a fragrance. You should never blind buy a fragrance unless you do your research. Okay, using the multiple fragrance online encyclopedia type sites such as fragrantica.com, perfumo.net, and the other one that I'm also aware of is basenotes.net as well. I'll put the links to those fragrance online encyclopedias down below in the description. Okay, so back to the video. First scent, DUNHILL Century, as I said. This one is, I think, their newer release. Is newer than obviously the last release, last major release, which was DUNHILL Icon and the whole Icon line. So this is, what I have here is the 75 liter bottle. And I like the bottle. It's very nice, and especially in light, as you can see from the view of the camera, it looks it's a very nice kind of bottle design here. However, the thing that I don't like about this bottle is the cap and whether you can remove it or not. It's not easy to remove. Okay, if you can look here, the cap is magnetic. It is a magnetic cap, but you can't, and there's even instructions on the box as well. Yeah. You actually see the instructions on the box. Look what it tells you. It says turn and lift. So it's not a type of bottle where you can just like lift it like any other normal fragrance. You actually have to twist it like you're unscrewing a bottle cap. So twist it and then the magnetic pull kind of releases and you can kind of get the fragrance. So let me just show you quickly the sprayer as well. Sprayer is not bad. It's very average. Okay, so the smell, this fragrance is a scent that is not for everybody, okay? It's very unique, and I have to say, I do congratulate or give props to DUNHILL for again releasing another scent that is different than what's on the market, okay? This scent is a risky scent. Okay, I personally do think it's a work of art, but as I've been growing my collection, I don't know if this is a scent that I would feel comfortable wearing in all situations, only because the scent profile is very unique. Okay, so you've probably, I don't know if you've seen or read the reviews on this scent, but the note in this scent that gives it a very unique kind of perhaps even unusual smell is a note of cypriol oil. Okay, cypriol oil is supposed to be relative to papyrus, and it basically smells like a tar rubber, a mixture of a tar and rubber type note. So it almost has, and the tar rubber note almost has like a little bit of like a dark rubbery licorice type smell to it. It is a very unique smell. There is not much on the market right now that smells exactly like this. So for that, I have to give this scent props for that. But this is not okay. This is not a blind buy worthy scent. You definitely have to sample this scent to see if it's something that you would feel comfortable pulling off, okay, on a regular basis to smell. So yeah, that is my first impressions take of DUNHILL Century. I believe I got this for 31 Canadian dollars. In terms of whether I'll keep this in my collection, I will not be. I'll be returning it. Okay, so let's get to the next scent right now. Oh, and in terms of where I would wear this scent, because it's so unusual and different, I would definitely wear this almost as a signature scent, but not in the high heat of the summer. All other seasons are fine, you know, spring, fall, winter, but probably not best for the summer. Okay, moving on to the next scent right now of the four. We're gonna talk about Maserati La Martina. Okay, so this is one of those other car manufacturers that have their fragrance line. Obviously, anybody who's into fragrances knows that Ferrari, Mercedes-Benz, and what's the other one? Bentley are already well established with their fragrance lines. Maserati is probably not one of the ones people talk about, but I saw this for like around 53 or so dollars Canadian on fragrancebuy.ca. I tried to do some research to see what it was about, but I just, I figured out, let me just give it a shot. This was definitely a blind buy because it's very hard to get access to this scent otherwise. I do think the bottle presentation is pretty good. Open it up like that, and yeah, the bottle itself is, hefty glass. The cap, it has this leather, you see here, like this almost leather stitch in here, kind of like what some of the bottle caps for the Ferrari line has. So it's very similar in that sense. And yeah, that's pretty much what this the bottle presentation is of the scent. So in terms of what this scent smells like, maybe I should have listened to the reviews on Fragrantica, but basically this is a clone or a variation of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. Okay, now I personally am not a fan of Tuscan leather, that animalic suede and leather note. It's a bit too, I don't want to say challenging. It's more just a scent that you have to be of a certain age to rock it confidently. Like, not only of a certain age, but you feel like you have to have like an accomplished life, all right, to feel like you would feel comfortable pulling that scent off. However, that scent, I think, is still better than this variation, because this variation tries to take the Tuscan leather scent and remove the smooth sweetness with the raspberry that's mixed in with that suede and leather. And instead, it infuses like a green, dry note to this. And quite frankly, combining that animalic suede and leather with a dry green, almost like plant type note is not a good combination in my opinion. It's a bit of a turnoff. This scent, gives off a more older vibe than the actual Tuscan leather scent that it's meant to be cloning or copying, right? So I definitely don't personally like this scent. However, if you're someone that likes Tuscan leather and you probably want like a more slightly fresher or greener take on it, as opposed to a smoother, sweetened take that's actually in Tuscan leather, then you can definitely get this one. It is selling for $53 Canadian, like I said, and you could pretty much wear it in the same seasons that you would wear Tuscan leather. Maybe even pull this off in spring and summer, although summer would be pushing it. So that's my first impressions of Maserati La Martina. Okay, so going on to the next. Okay, the next scent, the third scent, is Escada Sentiment. Okay, so this scent, right, the only reason I got this scent, again, this is a blind buy. I did do some research to try and get an idea what it smelled like, but to be honest with you, I don't know if those descriptions 100% gave justice to what this scent is all about, but I saw the reviews, one from what's his name, Red Essence, and the other one from Scentland. And one of those reviews really made me want to get it because they described it as something that's, kicks Dior Sauvage's ass right out of the water, and when I bought this set I was expecting something like that, but it's not that special. Okay, the bottle cap is a nice, interesting kind of like L shape here, as you can see. L-shaped bottle design. It's a purple color, but to be honest with you, the color of the bottle I don't think is a good indication of what this scent actually smells like. Let me just show you the sprayer there. It's like a straight line spray. It's not bad, it's average. Okay, so the scent itself, I read a review on Fragrantica, and somebody mentioned that there is a bit of like a green pepper note to this, and I would have to agree. Maybe not exactly like green pepper, but there's certainly like a sweetened, green or red or yellow pepper type smell to this. And is it synthetic? Yeah, it is a bit synthetic. Not too synthetic. It's not a smell that burns your nose, but there isn't something that you can kind of compare to other than the green pepper and say that, yeah, this is as close to a natural scent as you can get. It is, to my nose, a linear scent. I just get that kind of green, red, yellow pepper type smell to it, and that's pretty much it. Some people try to say that it reminds them of one of the Chromazaro scents. Maybe not the original Chromazaro or Zaro Chrome, but maybe like some of the flankers to it. And I would have to agree. In that sense, I don't think this is a special scent. It's nothing, nothing noteworthy, nothing unique about it, I don't think. Maybe you can't find anything that smells exactly like it, but you can see how it kind of is in the same ballpark of scents that have already been on the market for some time now. You can get this for $53, again around $55, because this is a scent that's hard to find. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you. It's not that much of a scent that's like, wow, I really need to have this in my collection. So in that sense, I'm also not going to return or keep this scent. I'm going to return it. Okay, so going on quickly to the next scent now is the next scent I have here is Laura Biagiotti Romo Uomo Cedro. Okay, this is an Eau de Toilette concentration. I think this one you can get for around $30 or less. And I do like the bottle presentation. It's supposed to be like of the Colosseum in Italy or Rome, I guess. So it's nice, right? It's definitely a nice presentation in that sense. Let me show you the sprayer real quick. Yeah, the sprayer is actually very good. You can see the mist is more thicker than the other sprays that I showed you in this video. So this is probably the best sprayer of all the other scents. But now the smell. Okay, this scent, interestingly enough, by the way, the perfumer behind this is Annick Menardo. You already know how much I respect her work. But this scent smells very similar to a scent she's already done, which is Diesel Fuel for Life for men. And interesting enough, this is also very similar to the recent Alien Man release. Okay, now am I saying this is an exact clone of Alien Man? Not an exact clone, but it's very close in my opinion. It's in the same ballpark, especially when you first spray this and you smell them side by side. It's like it pretty much is a good alternative. Not exactly the same, but if you don't want to spend like the $80+ you would spend on Alien Man, which is what I think is going for right now, and this is a good alternative, which is basically $30 or less, and it very much gives you the same smell or a smell that's in the same ballpark as Alien Man, and once again also is very similar to a previous release that she's already done, which is Diesel Fuel for Life for men. This is a signature worthy scent. It definitely has, like I said, an Alien Man feel to it, and obviously Alien Man is also signature scent worthy. It's very creamy, okay? It's creamy, almost like an orange creamsicle, but as the juice suggests, which is almost like a green, there is a bit of a green type of smell to it, like a grassy type smell. So the grass type smell kind of reduces that orange creamsicle smell a bit. So it's not so much orange, but more of a green, creamy smell. It is a bit sweet as well, but it's smooth, it's creamy, and it's definitely signature scent worthy. I would even say that it might even be blind buy worthy if you're someone who doesn't mind sweet or smooth, sweet, creamy scents that have a bit of a masculine edge as well. Although I do think a woman can pull this off quite easily, although like I said, it leans a little bit more masculine. Alright, so that's again my first impressions, quick first impressions on all 4 of those scents. I probably won't be keeping all of them only because my collection is growing and I don't think I would be able to, you know, have a strong desire to be using those scents. So thanks again for watching this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.